Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Scarland here bringing you a new Neverwinter video, and as the title suggests, we're going to be talking about the Manycoins Bank Heist. Now you may be asking yourself, why are we talking about this skirmish? This skirmish is pretty old at this point. This is Module 15 content, right? This skirmish came out during Acquisitions Incorporated, which is everyone's favorite campaign. And we're currently in Module 20, right? We're almost to the midway point of Module 20. So we're talking about something that is definitely older, for sure. However, Cryptic has kind of made it relevant again for one specific reason, and that, of course, is now the Apocalypse Dagger can now drop from this skirmish. So if you're unfamiliar with the Apocalypse set, we'll take a look after this video, and we'll talk about it more in depth. But I don't think I've ever actually made a video on this skirmish. It's not really one of my favorite skirmishes or anything. I never made a guide on it. So let's just run through it very quickly. If you've never done this before, maybe you're a new player and you've just never done it before. So essentially, it is 3 phases long. So the first phase, you have to defeat 9 rust monsters. And you have to protect the bank vault. You'll see at the very top of the screen, the Manycoins vault. You can't let the HP deplete, otherwise you will fail. So to get the Apocalypse Dagger, which is the artifact, you have to get silver or gold. Alright? So in order to do that, you can simply just get gold on all 3 phases and you're guaranteed gold. However, the last phase can be a little difficult for players that have never done this before. However, once you learn the mechanics, then you should be fine. But you can get gold on Phase 1 and Phase 2, get silver on Phase 3, and your overall rank will still be gold. And like I said, it still drops even silver rank. So, again, you need to at least get between silver and gold rank, and then you will be eligible for the RNG chance of it to drop. So, of course, as of filming this video, today is April 29th of 2021. We are currently on Phase 2 right here. So, Phase 2, you need to kill 15 rust monsters. So, on Phase 1, they will only spawn out of 1 portal. On Phase 2, they can spawn out of multiple portals, and you have to kill 15 total. So there are runes on the ground. You can pick the runes up and then place them in front of the rust monsters, and it will deal additional damage. Whether or not you do that, that's up to you. If you have adequate DPS, you're farming this in a OP group, then you're going to be fine. You don't have to mess around with runes. If you're public queuing this and you have a bunch of randos with you that have no idea what they're doing, then yeah, the runes will actually help. They do a decent amount of damage to the rust monsters, so you can only hold 3. You can see them down here in the bottom of my screen right here. You can have 3 of those, and you can see me picking them up here, and then you can place them as well. So, Phase 2, again, fairly easy. Phase 1, kill 9 rust monsters. Phase 2, kill 15, and then you move on to Phase 3. Now, like I said, Phase 3 is probably, I don't want to say it's hard, it's just people don't know exactly what they're doing, right? So we need one more wave of rust monsters here, and then we'll talk about Wave 3, and then we'll look at the Apocalypse Dagger and the set, and then we'll conclude the video. So, like I said, I don't think I've actually done a video on this. If I did, then I'm sorry, I'll have to go back and look. But now I officially have a video on the Manycoins Bank Vault Heist. It is a skirmish. You will be scaled down in here. All scaling is everywhere in the game, obviously. So, if you're unfamiliar with the Apocalypse set, it's the dagger that actually came out of the Portobello's event. Now, they took the Game Master event, aka the Portobello event, out of the game, and it hasn't been in the game for over a year now. And people were wondering, well, how can they obtain the artifact if it's no longer in the game? So Cryptic decided, well, we'll just put it in one of the least done skirmishes. So here we are on Phase 3. I want to pause it right here. So, Phase 3, you're going to get these yellow orbs that will tether to one of your players. You simply need to take the ball and go to the portal and shut down all 3 portals, essentially, is all you have to do. Now, the problem is that everyone needs to get out of the way. Because if this ball hits you and you're a DPS, you're probably going to get 1 shot. If you're a tank, yeah, you'll probably survive. But then you're going to lose time on your time limit for your rank. So as soon as these balls spawn, and whoever they are tethered to, you need to take them to all 3 portals and shut the portals down. It's a fairly easy process, but for whatever reason, some people just don't understand. So the mobs will continue to spawn. You will have to kill the trash mobs just so they're not attacking the vault. Like some are attacking the vault right now. You can see the vault's health depleting. And you're simply just waiting for the orbs to tether to someone, and then that player has to take that orb to the portal. And that's it. I mean, it's a fairly easy skirmish, but like I said, some people just don't understand. And sometimes they'll jump in the way of the ball, sometimes on purpose, sometimes not even knowing. So hopefully that clears up anything. So if you're just, doing it for the first time, now at least you have some kind of knowledge going in here. Because if you have veteran players in here and you keep screwing it up, you're probably going to get yelled at. I mean, let's be honest, the community's pretty toxic. This skirmish should take you no longer than 7 to 10 minutes. It's fairly easy. So you can see, actually right there, Detach just took that ball. Okay? Fetch had the ball tethered to her, and Detach did not get out of the way in time. Here, let's see if we can replay it here. So right there's the ball. Detached was not paying attention, or, this is probably our 15th run of the day. This literally just came today, right? The Apocalypse, as of filming this video, the Apocalypse started dropping today. So we did like 15 runs. This was one of the last runs. So Detached might have not just been paying attention. You can see Fetch gets the ball, and boom. Right, just smack right in her face. She did survive. Barely. She did survive. But now that cuts down on our overall time. Which, again, doesn't matter. We got gold on both of the first phases. So even if we took silver on this phase, it doesn't matter. But now you're just wasting time. Now you have to wait for that third ball to go ahead and spawn. So here it is. Here's the line right there on your screen. And it is tethered. Everyone's getting out of the way. Go ahead and shut that portal down. And then the boss will spawn. You simply melt the boss and call it a day. The boss will spawn in the middle hallway, always. And then you just mow him down. So we'll go ahead and mow this down. We'll finish this up. We'll jump on the live servers. I'll show you guys the APOC set in case you're unfamiliar with it, and then we'll wrap this video up. So, good old Falloon Merc Drifter. You want to go ahead and melt him down as fast as possible. He will gain an overshield. About 20% he gains an overshield. You have to deplete his overshield and then finish him off. So we were actually trying to get gold for this. These guys didn't even know I was filming. Like I said, this was one of the last runs that we did. We did about 15 runs total. The drop rate, RNG is RNG, guys. We had 2 people in my group get the artifact on the very first run we did. I got one a couple runs down the road, and then out of 15 runs, we didn't see any more. So it is what it is. So we're looking at the bar here and see if we could squeeze it off, and we squeezed it off. So if you do get the Apocalypse, it will pop up on your screen on the right-hand side. Now, what we are unable to figure out is if the Apocalypse Dagger actually drops out of the chest. So we did about 10 to 15 runs, and I re-rolled the chest, every single time. I probably spent like 75 re-rolls today, and it did not drop, all right, out of the chest. It did drop out of the skirmish, like when you finish the skirmish. So I don't know if you even have to open the chest. If it is in the chest, the drop rate is very, very bad. So that's up to you, because you need a key. You either need the key from Acquisitions Incorporated, which most people don't farm that campaign, so you probably don't have the currency. So if you're buying the keys with the acorns to open that chest, or you're burning a legendary dragon key, for instance, I burned through legendary dragon keys, and I cannot confirm or deny if the artifact actually drops out of the chest, or if it's just an RNG chance for finish the skirmish. So someone can leave me a comment below and tell me if you did get one out of the chest. That would greatly help. That way we at least will all know. So we're going to jump in game, and I'll show you guys the APOC set, and then we'll wrap this video up. Alright guys, and here we are in game, just so I can show you guys. So it's under the Wicked Artifacts collection piece, so it's the Apocalypse Dagger here. You can see the statistics on your screen. What makes this so important is that It's the 3-piece set. It's whenever you hit an enemy with a critical attack, the damage the enemy takes will be increased by 1% for 5 seconds, and it stacks 5 times. So it's essentially a 5% debuff, which stacks with everything else. Now, it doesn't stack with itself. So if you're running, you know, a dungeon, a 5-man dungeon, you only need one person to run this set for that 5% debuff. So, you know, even if you're doing a 10-man trial, you only need one person to run this set, and you're going to get that additional 5% debuff. And that's what makes this so important, and that's why a lot of people were displeased, because, again, it does come from the Portobello, and Portobello was taken out of the game, you know, over a year ago at this point. I don't even know where it is. Is it here? No, it's under this one, right? Yeah. So it was the very last reward for Portobello's, and like I said, Portobello's has been out of the game now for over a year. So Cryptic decided, well, let's just put it in a skirmish, and they chose the mod 15 one because I'm sure no one does it. So now it gives people a reason to do it. Now, the 3-piece set, the other 2 pieces actually come from Ravenloft. So you do need the necklace and the belt. You can go in the store, the Apocalypse Choker, and the Apocalypse Binding, and they are 2,500 Barovian coins each. So that covers the 3-piece set. You can now get the artifact. It is unbound. You can sell it on the auction house, and then you can go ahead and get the necklace and belt from Ravenloft. So, yeah. That's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. You know, doing mod 15 content when it's mod 20, it's good times, but, you know, got to get the information out there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That's all I got for you. Remember to leave any questions, comments, or concerns below. Remember to smash the thumbs up button. Really helps the YouTube algorithm. Share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys real soon.